Hello everyone, welcome back to Beskar Breaks, and today I've decorated Obi-Wan Kenobi's hut for Christmas. We're going to take a look at it here on Beskar Breaks. Alright, so let's look at the exterior. The first thing you'll see here is, but I think the reef right here, I decided to really, there need to be a little bit more festive stuff on here. Definitely, because my rule for doing stuff like this, same stuff I did on Han Solo's land speeder. If you haven't seen that video, I think you should check out. I decorated that as well. In fact, most of the pieces here were actually used on there. But but really, my goal for these, I don't take away anything from the build. I only add things to it. So it kind of gives you some limitations here, since there's not really too much you can put on it, since a lot of it, like for instance, this top part, I can't do anything about that, which does kind of suck, but decided to add some snow and a little bit of cheese slope on top of the crate, and a little bit of just snow around here, a little bit of detailing, add a little bit of ice detailing around just to get a little more color pop. I decided the angle would be nice to make it seem like a little bit of snow is coming in. I'll also put a little bit of snow onto that crate. And I decided to make that plate a little bit more angled, just to give the snow, a little bit more of a natural look, and a little bit more of a slope right there. This is of course an icicle, so I think just need a little bit of something right there. And then some more angled snow. I just decided to put a single Christmas light up there, and some more little some slopes there, just to really add to. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's actually a light brick here. I want to show that off. Now I decided to sacrifice the walkway that was there to really just make it feel more home, like more of a home. So then you can kind of see there's a light inside. Oh, alright, it's all good now, but the light brick, alright, that was a bit strange. It hasn't happened before, but yeah, it works. I like it. I decided to put this plate right there just to really add a little bit more randomness to the snow. Some of this does sadly come off a little easily. The very, very limited amount of studs connection that's really on the top. A lot of this is really just barely clinging on there. But, I added Christmas lights around here. Well, just lots of just really snow detailing. That's most of the stuff that I can put around. But this does have a full interior space. That is the same Christmas lights I used on the land speeder. So I spent quite a bit of time designing the exterior. I spent even more time. This interior is packed full of Christmas details, whether it's gifts, decorations, and other traditions. Let's open it up. And I packed it completely full of things, and this all closes together really nice. We're gonna start. Now we're all gonna look at a lot of this individually, but we're just gonna do a quick overview here. Over here, there is some sort of model vehicle and a smaller one there on the floor. I decided to add this little, I think it's a Minecraft figure, I believe it is. Then I also made this gift to simulate some better wrapping paper. There is a stocking right there believe that is not my build using that piece at the ends, but it does give it a nice rounded effect. The sack with a gift in it, and moving in closer, there's a Christmas tree, and there is some detailing for, I guess, the rug that it's sitting on. There's a couple of gifts. I just put a Christmas light on there because why not? And I don't know if you can see, there is a letter just sitting over it. That letters are commonly commonly associated with Christmas, so I decided to be a nice thing to put in. There's another model car right there, and a lot of people, I think, associate food with Christmas, so I decided to extend the table so whoever's sitting there can be eating food, and just because why not, I gave the training droid a Christmas hat. And you know, I'm happy with this considering I couldn't take anything out of the interior. All of this was just only added in. And I'm very, very happy with all of this. It just feels very Christmassy. It feels very homey. Now, before I take everything out, I am going to do my best to lift up the camera so you can see inside with everything together. Alright, and can I put it back down successfully? Alright, so now we're going to go take a look at a lot of the things individually. Alright, so here's all the little gifts and things I just kind of scattered around. The first little things, you know, these just like small little, this model cars, just used some skate pieces. I decided to just put the tranche red ones on top. I thought it looked pretty good. This is the bigger one. It's once again also very, very simple. You know, all this stuff, very, very simple little builds. I just use that piece to show some kind of maybe figure. Let's use the flower piece as a bow on top. Here are the gifts. Here's also the one in the sack. I try to go with maybe more unique color scheme. That one probably looks the strangest, but here instead of just doing like normal stuff like that, where you just show like bows and stuff on it, I decided to make it little more unique wrapping paper. There's a smaller gift and then a bigger, more traditional one. I just decided to put that up and maybe a little bit more of an Easter egg more than anything. I kind of just found that laying around. Don't know exactly where I got it from. The stocking a little bit more close up. I actually made like a junkly looking piece and just put it on the shelf. Make a little bit more sense. And here's the tree. I decided to put trans studs in there. This is a very, very simple, small little tree. Needed something small to go in it. And, you know, you could like put gifts around it here too. If you really wanted to, you know, yeah. It looks good, I think. You know, with that star piece on top. And just simple sack piece to hold that in. You know, I think that all of this does its job. Especially if it's all together. I think a lot of the stuff looks better together than it does individually. But you know, still, I think it really adds to the Christmas feel and makes it all just light up more inside. Because if I didn't add all the stuff, you know, the exterior of the hut itself just really doesn't work. But all for today. If you did end up enjoying this festive like mock, make sure you feel free to support the video, and I'll see you in my next one.